be a huge foul. The storm's going down. Not as much damage they need to. Iwanagan should be thrown out as well. My computer's not
He's
ready
still
to
around,
explode.
by the
Dragon's
way.
hit the game. He's still here. He's got 4 Marines with him. And there's another one pulled in, and it's going to get Neural as well. Instantly shot down. That Harrier not doing a huge amount there, but it's going to be obliterated in the process. And
Looks like the Ravens trying to undersecure, actually pointed down the point defense drones. Battle cruisers throwing down the amount of cannons, but here come the Vipers.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello, 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 and welcome back to Heart of the Swarm Exhibition Week. Actually, couple weeks. We're doing a lot of fun Heart of the Swarm stuff throughout the entire week, this week and next week. And we're here to present it to you. We've got a lot of cool pro players involved. My name's Axeltoss, joined by Axslav. And this is day 3 of week 1. Day 1, we had King of the Hill. Day 2, we can pop up the schedule if we want to have more of a visual representation as I go through it, of course. Day 1, Monday, King of the Hill. Tuesday, 2v2v, 2v2. That was a lot of fun. Wednesday, today, free-for-all. Thursday, show match. It's going to be White Raw versus Dragon. No big deal. Best of 7. And, of course, Friday, continuing King of the Hill, of course, Catz is currently on a 4-game winning streak. He's 1 win away from taking home the prize and being our first champion of the King of the Hill. Of course, that will continue on Friday if Catz wins or he loses. So definitely stay tuned every single day, 5 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Axslav, are you excited for today?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Free for all, baby.
Free for all.
No, free for all's pretty
Fun
awesome.
for all.
Fun for all, free for all. I'm hoping we get to see some Raven usage.
Raven usage.
Because that was the one thing I was disappointed about the 2v2v, whatever. You know, we saw Tempest, we saw Side Storms, we saw
Yes.
Siege Tanks, we saw Broodors and Festers, but the late game unit, the Raven, I think was a little underutilized there.
It's a Wings of Liberty unit. No one wants to use those.
I guess that's, well, so is the Broodors, we saw those.
That's true.
And
Well, those
Infestors.
are Broodlords. You're using those as examples, let's be honest.
I guess you can't not use
Great
them,
examples,
right?
actually.
We saw Zealots.
Good stuff.
good
We
stuff.
might see Ravens today. I mean, honestly, I want to see battle cruisers. You can get them easier because you
they're
can
awesome.
get the upgrade, the medevac upgrade.
Well, it's you can't get them easier, but you're more incentivized
Right.
to get them.
I guess that's what I meant. But you
Because
use
you're gonna
better
get the fusion core anyway.
verbiage. Yeah, of course. You get the fusion core for that medevac upgrade, which leads you to the battle cruisers, so why not get that? But all the players are in the lobby ready to go.
Oh,
So
get
I'm
it
going to say
started.
ready, ready, ready. It's like a miracle. They're all on time. They're all ready to go.
It is a miracle.
It's a miracle.
It's like how many pro gamers does it take to play one free for all, right?
It takes
well,
8 in this situation.
Sometimes it takes 16 because
It
it takes
does.
you got to have 8 to show up and 8 who aren't going to show up, right? That's kind of how it works. But today, it's only taking 8
I'm just
and
gonna start.
2
They have auto
observers
mining.
and casters. So yeah,
They have
they'll
auto
be ready.
mining.
Let's just get it started. Hopefully we'll get to see some Ravens.
And
that's
we're gonna-
I'll be happy if I see at least 15 Ravens.
Well, it might depend on the map. And that brings us to the screen, which we can hopefully
You
show.
and your black screens.
Me and my black. I love the black
You
screens,
love
man.
making these maps.
None of
are-
these players have seen what this is, except me. And you
Just
you
like
haven't seen it
Broodor.
either, I don't think.
This is like I played a Broodor show match on a map I never played before.
It's gonna be fun.
You just have to like find every single base. You don't even know where the expansions are. You're like, well, I'm expanding to my natural and then do a forge wall off. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Where do I put my first pylon?
They don't know. They
I
have to
have
scout.
no idea.
Now we saw.
See, Terrans can just build their buildings anywhere.
That's true.
It's unfair, man.
Well, not supply depots.
That's true.
Until Blizzard implements a patch where you can lift and drop those.
No, they crawl. They go underground. Instead of these arms come out of the tops,
Yeah.
they just kind of scuttle underneath the ground.
Yeah. Catz,
That's how
let
it
me
should
know.
work.
The stream is not under the event. Hopefully that can get fixed up. But yeah, here we are in the map, free for all, 8-player free for all. We're here. Let's go ahead and introduce the players in the top left. Hold on. Let's hit the D tab. In the top left, we have Sasquatch from Complexity.
I remember some. Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but
You're fine.
I really remember. If you remember last free for all, there was a player who got really annoyed at Sasquatch.
Yes, that was Nanny.
Do you remember why he got really annoyed at Sasquatch?
Because he's 6-pulled. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh, he's doing it again. Oh gosh.
This is his patented free-for-all strategy, man. He's got to figure it out. This is what he's going to do. So, let's see. Who's to his left and who's to his right?
To his right is Catz, the yellow Zerg. To his left is Drewby. Uh-oh. The Complexity guys in between the 2 root guys. What's going to happen there? We're going to find out. In the bottom left, we got QXC. But Drewby's in between the 2 Complexity guys. Uh-oh. What's going to happen there? In the bottom left middle, we have Trini XY, played yesterday, played in the King of the Hill on Monday. Pretty solid Protoss player. And, of course, we have the Batman, also known as a giant Smurf on Reddit. People might know of him. New York local, pretty cool guy. And he's high GM, I think. In Heart of the Storm, at least. We have Dragon in the middle right. We got the Red Terran player, of course, Dragon. Everyone knows him. We got in the top right, and yeah, there's Desdro in the top right. So plenty of awesome players in this game, and where did those lings go? They're on the way. 8 lings. Druby sees it, and I guess we should talk about the map a little bit.
I mean, does Sasquatch know where Druby is? Oh, has he scouted? Where's his overword scouted so far?
I think... what are they typing? I kind of want to read what they're typing.
It looks like he's going right past the entrance of Druby. He doesn't know where Druby is, but Druby's leading him home. But he's not following SCV.
So he's going after QXC, but that's his teammate.
Is Druby gonna help out his teammate?
No, Sasquatch is taking out his teammate. Sasquatch and QXC are both in complexity.
You're right.
Sasquatch saying, "I don't care. We're both complexity." Look at this.
Kevin, how is it going? Is he's asking?
Look at this. QXC retreated his command center to his natural. Did you see that? His main command center, he moved it to his natural.
Because at the start.
Yeah, I made them gold bases. So QXC's like, all right, I'm going to do that. But now this is the problem with that, because lanes could potentially be problematic.
Yeah, it's interesting because.
What is Catz going on about here? Hold on.
I don't know. But what is Sasquatch gonna do from here? I mean, yeah, QXC's in a bad spot.
No.
Oh, he should. You know what? He should have lifted orbital. And lifted his barracks. Yeah. And eventually the Zerglings would have left, right?
Yeah.
So, either way though, Sasquatch strikes again with his patented free-for-all.
You know, I'm gonna stop inviting Sasquatch to these things, man. I'm just kidding. It's a perfectly viable strategy. QXC went for some greed. I mean, obviously moving your main literally to your natural expansion. Then yeah, it's gonna be a problem if lings come towards you, and that's exactly what Sasquatch did. So really unlucky there for QXC in a sense, because Sasquatch had a spawn near him relatively, right, for that to happen. So yeah, very interesting developments early on in this game.
Well, what are the odds of that in a free-for-all too? You know, I mean, I don't think QXC made a mistake there. It was just kind of a little. Well, you know what he could have done? He could have just. If he was able to get his SCVs in the main and lift the supply, he could have just repaired and moved the command center over. But I don't think he could have done that because the Zerglings were chasing him right on his back the entire time here.
All right, we got Catz with quite a few lings on the field, and everyone's starting to see this massive gold I just placed in the middle of the map. Also, there's gases surrounding the middle as well. These are rich Vespene gases. We'll have to see how those utilize a little bit later. But here we go, Catz going into Sasquatch's main base, and this is why it's maybe not so good of an idea to actually go for some sort of 6 to 8 pool in the early part of a free-for-all, because you're sacrificing your economy. You're not going to be as good a little bit later. Catz taking advantage of that, and Sasquatch is dead.
So Sasquatch has successfully destroyed Team Complexity's chances.
Yes.
Single-handedly.
Yep.
He killed QXC.
Yep.
And then he gets himself killed by Catz. It's like
Catz is licking his chops. He was not happy after the 2v2 yesterday.
No, he was not.
And now he's getting his revenge.
What an interesting play by Sasquatch here. It seems to have not worked out though. I think
it's not. And he's putting down the ZZ, and that's soon to be a GG. I would have to.
Well, Catz is not following this up. Only 3 speedings left.
Sure.
Sasquatch still has his
Axelav the
5 drones.
I like
6 drones.
He's got 6 drones.
He's got 2 of his own Zerglings, and those might beat the 3 if they focus to her. Oh no,
Sasquatch did.
Catz sends in more units.
He's gonna be dead now. Druby with about
gonna make sure
6 invincible Reapers on the field, and I call them invincible because they can look at all those spells they have in the bottom there. Jetpack, combat drugs, battlefield awareness. Reapers are a little bit better in Heart of the Swarm.
They definitely are. Druby's trying to utilize those to the full effectiveness. You know what? We focus so much on his left side of the map. Let's take a look over the bottom right and see what's been going on over there.
Yeah, no one's touching anyone. They're all just building up their armies. They're all mining. It's like the top side of the map, the top left, they're just all killing each other. And in the bottom side, everyone's just like, all right, let's take expansions.
Is this what the world looks like when half the world are Hawks and the other half are pacifists?
I think this is exactly what happens.
You know, I'd rather live in the pacifist segment myself.
I would too.
Personally.
But eventually they're going to have to start fighting, right?
You know, that's what you'd think. That's a criticism of pacifists, is they can't be pacifist.
Oh, Reapers running the tanks. They don't care. They should be carrying Druby.
Wow.
He just
Dragon.
lost. All right, he killed an SCV.
Yeah, well, the Widow Mine actually died to tank splash damage as well.
Gosh, Druby's like, holy turtles.
So Dragon says, you come near me, you get punished.
Yeah, he's got those siege tanks there. He knows there's only one path to his side of the map there. And he's going to hold that strong. And what is he going behind? He's going to 1 Viking. Has a tech lab on there, so we'll have to see if he tries to incorporate the Raven, which you love to see.
look what Druby has done. It's going to give him such a big advantage. The bottom left base, he's taking what used to be QX's main.
We saw this used yesterday. Desro and his partner attempted to take a Ninja Expo, but this is actually
One Trick Pony and or maybe
I know it was Desro.
Okay.
It might have been One Trick Pony too.
Yeah, you're right. It was
but the difference here is this is right next to Druby's expansion, so he's going to be fine. Meanwhile, we have something dying at the national expansion of the Batman.
The Batman.
Yeah,
that's a scary name.
it is very intimidating. No doubt why he chose it. And Lings from Catz pretty much.
The Batman is doing this has been a strategy that's been around in Wings of the Big Free For All since the game came out. You know, one of my friends said, free for all for Protoss, what you do is you make 200 feet of Void Rays, then you go around the map and you kill everyone.
Oh! I kind of like that.
That was kind of neat.
Desro being a little bit fancy here.
Yeah, look at that. Use that in the War Prison to get those Immortals to move just a little bit faster.
Does that have speed? It doesn't have speed.
No, but it still moves faster than Immortal.
Oh, he does have... Oh,
no.
He does have speed.
Oh, wait, he does?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
you're
just
right.
not moving it very far, so you can't really judge.
Can't really tell.
Sasquatch is dead. Wait, what?
Something massive came into Batman's main base and killed a bunch of probes there. Was it a Widow Mine or a Bane or?
Oh.
Not really clear, but
this is going to be a little bit annoying. Both these players going for Void Rays. We have the Void Rays from the Batman taking down the Cyber Core, and now Trini XY is going to be in a lot of trouble.
What does he have to deal with this?
He's getting some air units on his own, but he only has sentries in stock at this point.
Well, he's got that thing on the Photon Overcharge and Nexus. He's got 3 Star Units of his own, all building Void Rays. He's got a smaller... Meanwhile, his main base is going to be under fire. The Batman is doing this patented free-for-all technique where you just make Void Rays and you kill everyone.
I like it, especially on this map. You have a safe natural
He's
expansion.
retreating, though.
Oh.
Oh, I think he's got to get out of there. The Nexus is shooting at him. The whole army's going after him as well. But he does escape. Meanwhile, over on this side... Druby's crossing the entire map to go after Desro. Definitely some animosity there, probably from those 2v2v2v2s.
Yeah, trying to target down the Colossus there. Desro's in a bit of trouble. Marauders are still good in Heart of the Swarm, I promise, which is why Druby's actually making them a nice transition from the Mass Reaper play. You have all those buildings with Tech Labs. Sasquatch, he's a little bit concerned about dying here to Catz. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I don't think Catz.
Have Druby and Catz formed a peace treaty? Look at this. Druby's walking past the queens. He's not attacking them. What? This is they made it.
Druby and Catz are
the Roots have made an alliance. It's the Root Alliance.
I like it. I like Root Alliances.
I don't know. That's a little shifty in a free for all. If I was one of the other players, I would just say everyone go team. If I saw that, everyone go team the Root players because they're teaming up, and that's how. You know, what comes around goes around, right?
Yeah.
Trini XY is saying, you know what, the Void Ray strategy is pretty good. Let me get some of my own. Try and take revenge on the Batman. Where's the Batman's fleet?
Oh,
it comes in, but the Nexus has already fallen.
Yeah, the Nexus is down, and these guys, you know, in the early part of the game, they were really friendly. But now that the Void Rays are out, they're really coming at each other hard. Meanwhile, we see Dragon slowly pushing towards the middle, and this is what I thought would happen. He's putting a command center here. And he's going to take these 2 gases those are 2 rich Vespian gases here, and that's exactly what Dragon needs right now. But again, the problem with this is potential air units.
You know what he can do is he can even long distance mine the middles. It's not super efficient,
Yep.
But anytime he can grab resources from the middle, that's going to be a win because those are not easy resources to grab. It looks like he's been a little bit sieged by there was some swarm hosts underneath there, but looks like the tanks took those out without too much of a problem. Meanwhile, the air battle looks like it's still kind of at a little bit of a standoff here.
Yeah.
Or wait, did Batman lose his entire air force?
Yeah, Batman, I was watching it, definitely lost most of his Void Rays there, and now Trini XY is going
in for the kill here.
I'm a little bit surprised they're not going to try to form some sort of alliance here.
Yeah,
they
Protoss
have
should
to be
stand
aware,
together, right?
They have to be aware of Druby and Catz.
And neither one of these players has been able to get past 2 bases. And everybody else is starting to, like, Druby's getting 4 bases now. Catz is on 4 bases. Wait. The 2 players on 4 bases are teaming up together? Does that mean they just won the game already? Or one of them will have to backstab the other one?
I'm thinking about trying to influence this.
Yeah, it definitely... Well, I mean, eventually they're going to have to attack each other because it's just they're getting too strong. They're the biggest threats. But Druby is only massing ground bio units. And as the game goes on, those are going to lose their effectiveness for things like the siege tanks, right? You know, or even Void Rays with Storm to back them up would take out that buy without too much of a problem. So I don't know what Druby's thinking. He has so much economy, but he's just not teching.
That's a good point. But then again, I mean, remember the medevac upgrade, man. They can make bio units pretty darn strong into the late game. And, you know, perhaps he's going to rely on someone else to take out Dragon. Because I agree, he can't engage that tank force and just bring Marauders.
I guess with the Alliance, the Druby Catz Alliance, perhaps they can just overwhelm him. I mean, they do have 8 bases combined, where Dragon only has 2.
The Batman saying, if I go down, I'm taking you with me. Right-clicking all of it is Void Rays just to the next eye of his opponent. And Trini XY tried to prevent this from happening, but pretty clever tactics here, and he's going to discover this base from Druby. And maybe this will be the trigger. Maybe we should be like, Trini XY, we shouldn't let Druby do this. And maybe he's going to agree. Look at this.
They're going to work together.
Oh. The Batman.
The Batman.
He's leading Trini XY to Druby.
This is how you get. It's like if you're stuck between 2 angry gorillas and they're both coming after you, you stand directly between them and then you jump out the way and they fight each other. That's his strategy.
Yes. You should record yourself doing that.
I don't know if it works so
well. Oh my
well.
gosh, Catz and Druby are actually fighting. Huge fungal growth out of the Marines and Marauders of Druby there from Catz. I don't know what triggered the hostility between the two because they've been pacifists towards each other throughout this entire game. But I guess fighting for these gold minerals in the middle. And Trini XY actually getting a Nexus pretty close to that gold, so he's going to have...
That's his only Nexus left. He's long distancing from both his main and his natural to the middle. Now tell me, I think you probably, when you made this, you more anticipated long distance mining from the middle to the main and natural, right?
No, I expected a Nexus to be placed in between these gases and then the long distance mining to happen there. That was my...
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't be mining your natural from... using a Nexus from here.
Right. I didn't expect the only Nexus to be in this location near this gold. No, you're absolutely right.
Batman has sure done a number on Trini.
He's losing a lot of probes to these locusts, though. Destro's still trying to...
Oh! Chain Fungals on the Voiders in the middle. If Catz can get a couple more. Where's the Mothership Core? He's got a recall out of there.
Oh, there's an Oracle.
Oh, Oracle, do something.
I don't know what it can do.
It can run around.
Yes! That doesn't help the Void Rays.
2 more Fungals.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
Oh, man.
And the game's gonna...
Infestors are still pretty good in Harvest.
Wow, great pickoffs there. And look at this,
but now Dragon, the Infestors out of energy.
Hunter Seeker missiles hitting all the swarm hosts. Dragon coming in with the Ravens again. He's been mining these gases for a very long time. These are rich Vespene gases. Dragon is approaching max. Desro has been begging for a truce with Dragon, but Dragon has been very silent throughout this entire time, and he's not going to truce anyone.
He's doing what he needs to do. He's sieging. Oh, the Immortals! Run, Immortals, run! You won't be seeked out. Oh, did he get away?
Yeah.
Oh, one more. He's not running. He's not running.
Dead. Goodbye, Immortal. Time.
Desro's gonna lose his natural here. The tanks are in. Wow, the tanks are in range from. That's kind of broken, actually.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Because Desro could have made Tempest a long time ago.
That's true. Well, he couldn't have because he's been dead the whole game.
That's true.
But that's because he's been teamed up on a little bit. That's all right. That's free for all for you.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
That is free for all for you. Actually, was Catz missing all of him? Oh no, Druby ran across the net. That's it. Druby was killed him at the start. Remember the Marauder squad?
Oops,
they
sorry
killed his
about
natural.
that. Oh, my mouse is going crazy. Excuse me. I'm a terrible person, I know.
Oh, some more skirmishes. Dragon and the Batman.
Desro is trying to... Oh, I thought they truced. Okay, the Batman definitely offered a truce.
Between him and Dragon, or him and...
Between him and Trin XY.
Well, the Dragon's the one who's killing him.
Oh.
The Dragon's killing him with mass auto turrets. Batman's in trouble, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Dragon is actually just going after
to the back
everyone.
of his back cave, staying away from his missile turrets, or auto turrets, excuse me. And now he's like, he's gonna go.
Oh my gosh, is he going after Trin XY again?
Maybe he's gonna protect him from the drop.
Maybe.
You think that could be it?
Maybe this is a sign.
Yeah, see, he's killing the drop and walking away.
Oh, that's a sign of it's a peace agreement in a sense. But Druby is saying, all right, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna go to your main base and kill everything, dropping a bunch of Marines and Marauders there.
He's gonna be stuck with. Oh, but he's retaliating in Druby's, not his main, but I guess it'd be his 3rd or his 4th.
Yeah.
Gonna knock that down with the Void Rays. Druby has so much production, but again, it's all low tech. I don't see how he's going to win a late game against the likes of the armies Dragon and Catz can field.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. And like the thing is, Druby and Catz, They had, and look at this. Oh, Druby is finally going to be the first one to actually do damage to Dragon, and this is the weakness of Dragon here. Not the most mobile army, going to retreat back as fast as possible to deal with this. Ravens don't have too much energy here.
He's got to get the tanks back. The Seekers are no longer AoE, so they're not very effective against the type of army Druby has.
Yeah.
Dragon's Marines are naked with no upgrades. They're not going to stand a chance.
Marines and Marauders are being powered by the medevacs that have that upgrade. Oh, but the tank's finally getting in range. Sure, these are 3-3, but not enough to deal with these tanks. I feel like Druby definitely...
Probably should have...
Yeah, well, you can't lift off.
Yeah, there's too many Vikings.
Just back up, I guess, and kill the main is the only thing he could have done. Void Rays here from the Batman engaging into Druby's main. Catz is finally deciding to do some...
Catz is like slowly taking over the middle. That's what he's doing.
There's like a... Okay, there we go. He's going to do some aggression towards Druby, but immediately going to back away. I paused because the Zerglings just stopped as they were about to kill Druby.
Well, they realized that they have a truce.
Uh-oh. Now we have
I think Catz is the one to deal with. I mean, he's been on 4 bases for so
he's
long.
Going Wings of
relatively
Liberty
untouched.
strat. What is this?
It's the best strat.
Okay.
Freelords and Infestors.
Your point taken.
Yeah.
Good
Catz,
point.
Catz is here to win. He's not here to have fun anymore. Well, maybe when he is having fun. Apparently that's what he thinks. He's mining so many rich gases.
Yeah.
He's got the entire top half of that gas department.
I like it.
How is he going to be stopped? I think Dragon is the only one who can stop him because Dragon can use a siege tank to keep the Infestors away, and then use the Seeker missiles and the Vikings against the Broodlords. But the problem is Dragon can't do that because Druby's been disrupting him.
Yeah, and I think that might be on purpose. I mean, Druby and Catz, it seems like they've been having an alliance of sorts. Keep in mind, they're sitting right next to each other. So they could be...
Oh, they're collaborating.
They could be collaborating.
Catz is like, Druby,
you know what
gotta
happened?
kill Dragon
I
because
bet,
he can
like,
beat me.
earlier in that game, we saw an engagement between Catz and Druby. I bet they were like, hey, dude, let's do a little bit of a battle here to make Axeltoss and Axslav think we're not allied. We're on to you, Catz and Druby.
Because
We're on
Catz... Druby is giving Catz the rich geysers in front of his own base.
No.
Because he's only making Marines. Yes, look at it. The Marines and Marauders are sitting here staring at a hatchery while it's being built. They're within a baseball throw of it.
Oh my god.
Saying, you know what, Catz? I'm just going bio. I don't need the gases. You go ahead and take them. I'll just work around the outside of my drops, and anyone who attacks you, I'll counter at them. And it's a whole 400 food versus. I mean, the other players have got to wisen up to this.
They do. They absolutely do. They have to be scanning and figuring out, okay.
Oh, Dragon's making move in the middle.
Oh.
Siege tank coming out. The
the
Infestors are in range.
Infestors!
They've
They're
got
vulnerable.
him.
Oh, decent siege tanks. Oh no, they're retreating back. Infestors getting very low in health there.
Catz cannot. I mean, Catz has a surplus of resources, but he doesn't have an infinite amount.
Right. No one is going to. The last gold on this map is going to be in the middle
Oh,
here.
Catz has turned on Druby. He's attacking with Broodlords. Druby's saying eat it, Catz, but he's saying to attack the middle, but he's not really. His bio is still at the back. Wait, he's lifting it up.
Destro's getting attacked by Dragon here, and Destro's like, Dragon, go kill Catz! Hurry, hurry, hurry! But Dragon's like, no, Destra, I'm sorry, you're gonna die, man. And unfortunately, that might be the case. Destra doesn't have much left at all.
But Dragon's ditched his tanks. He sent his air army away from the tanks, and now Katz's Broodlords took out several of siege tanks.
There's a planetary.
Meanwhile, Druby finally decided to kill that hatchery that was right in front of his base. Trinity XY is trying to finish off the Batman, or maybe not. He's running past them. If those Void Rays run into Dragon, they're going to get destroyed by the
Vikings. And even Hunter Seeker missiles against those Void Rays, I think would be pretty solid. But again, they're probably fast enough to run out of range.
But then they're going to be taking hits from Vikings the entire time instead of fighting back. So
That's true.
Either way, it's a win-win with those Ravens. Oh, Druby's dropping in Katz's,
no.
I guess that was his main.
Yeah, I think Catz is like, sure, what he's planning here.
Wait, where
you
the
don't want to
Vipers
shoot
shooting?
this.
Oh, but there's nothing that can shoot
there's no
there,
Marines.
so Marauders.
Well, it's not like they can do anything anyway.
Yeah. Well, they can put the blinding cloud at least to slow down the Jackson's building. Dragon looks like he's finishing off the Ezreal. Trinity XY is trying to establish a nexus in the middle. Wait, the Fungal's on the Void Rays
not
yet
again! Trinity XY!
This is twice in a row. He hasn't learned that you gotta send. Oh wait, he's been able to escape because Druby came in and distracted Catz.
I like it.
So the
Viper's coming forward. There's the abduct onto the Void Rays, snatching them in range.
But wait, when he abducts them, they spread out, and then he can't chain Fungal.
That's true, but it's still cool to
It
watch.
looks cool. It looks cool.
Yeah, and Infestitarian.
Yeah, he was able to get a couple kills there.
Of course, ideally you set up some static.
Poor Desro. It wasn't enough that Dragon pound on him, but now Druby drops in the back of his main just to finish him off.
Desro at this point is just trying to make as many observers.
He just wants to see what's going on.
Yeah.
That's always down
He's
to.
just trying to make observers.
Dragon's trying to take Batman's natural. I think he'll be successful here. This is a lot of auto turrets.
Yeah. That's definitely dead. Zealots,
Batman's going for help.
you don't want to sacrifice those. Alright, Trini XY is trying to keep that that Void Ray fleet alive. I think right now, it might be in between Dragon and Catz at this point.
I think I would agree, and I'd say Catz has advantage because he has all this income from the middle. He has a much larger gas bank. I mean, Catz has got to be stopped in the middle. Basically, is what it comes down to. Oh, Drewby's coming in from the side. If he get a couple of these investments, that can help Dragon out.
That's exactly what he's trying to do.
Oh,
and
taking out 2 or 3.
Getting picked off. This is actually a really good offensive here from Drewby.
There's no Broodlords to cover them. Where are the Broodlords?
There's one right there.
Where'd the rest of them go? Did they die to Hunter Seekers?
There's only one Broodlord on the field here. And Catz is all of a sudden looking very vulnerable. Sure, he has Swarm Hosts on the ground, but keep in mind, Drewby can just scan.
And then, yeah, his Bioforce will not die to little pig guys because he has the super Medivacs.
Also keep in mind, Catz could just go and knock Drewby off his chair.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is a good way to counteract. If you're losing the game,
Yeah.
if you knock your opponent out of their chair, they can't kill you, right?
Dude, that should be a show match series where we have people sit next to each other and they can do anything they want.
Whoever's the best.
Starting with
fighter
Axeltoss versus Axslav. Good idea.
Dragon's trying to
Alright.
finish off all these.
You can dodge, that's
I am
fine.
dodging.
Alright.
He's trying to finish off all these zealots. Make sure he can take this other gold base. Dragon's afraid to make a move on the middle. He doesn't. I think he doesn't have much gas, and he doesn't want to risk losing units that he can't replace, right?
Yeah, that's really true. Every single one of these units is going to be pretty valuable at this point in time.
Trini XY, his mining from the middle to try to get back in the game is going to be short-lived. He's down to 20 food. His last Nexus that can mine is going to fall down.
Goodbye,
He
Nexus.
types into frowny face because that was his last chance to get. But wait, the probes are being spared. Perhaps they can lock this mine later.
Yeah?
Oh, Droopy's trying to move on the planetary tanks. What is he doing?
Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I
I'm like,
don't
with
think-
that many PDDs as well, there's no way he would break that. Decides to take an easier target.
Gosh, this great run is good. Uh-oh,
What?
Catz.
Look what Catz
Oh
has
my
made.
god.
This
That's
is
scary.
an army of pure madness. And the
Well,
Ultra
none of it
are.
really shoots up, does it? Alright, okay, there are some corruptors. Okay, good amount of corruptors. But Hunter Seeker is going to be scary. I don't think that's an army meant to engage Dragon just yet. But
I
it
think
can
Dragon
kill
needs to
Droopy.
get some like Banshees or Battle Cruisers here because he can kill the Corruptors with Point Defense Drone and Viking.
Yeah.
And then there's not that many Infestors left, so the air would do very, very well against those Ultras.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. Now there are the
but
Vipers.
Catz has all these Vipers. He could pull
Yeah.
all the tanks away from the planetary, kill the tanks with the Ultralists, and then the planetary alone
But
can't.
how do you dodge the Vikings? Like that's the
Yeah, he
biggest
just
issue.
loses the Vipers, I think. I mean,
Unless you can get some good fungals onto this massive.
perhaps.
But remember, he lost a lot of
Catz
infestors a little
Catz
earlier.
is still mining from a base on the outside. I forgot that these are all Sasquatch's base.
Yep.
Catz has so many resources. He's burnt most of his gas though.
Yeah. There's plenty of gases available, though. It seems like. Of course, there's the rich Vespian gases in the middle here. And
Are
then
those
he
the only ones left? The middle ones?
Okay. Yeah. I think so. Of
Oh wait,
course-
there's Dragon's still gonna mine a little bit from Batman's last base. And also Dragon's gonna mine a little bit from Desert's
Here we
base.
go. Catz coming forward with his ultras. The Corruptors coming forward as well. And there goes the Binding Cloud onto the tanks. Look out
Oh,
for
they
the
can't
Ducks
shoot.
from the
They
Vipers.
get zero range.
No, they can't. But here come the Ravens and the Vikings. Funkles need to go down here from Catz, trying to get in range. Hunter Seeker missiles blowing up so many Vipers and Corruptors. But I think Dragon is still... He's going to have enough here. He just has to keep Hunter Seekering. Oh, but
Yeah.
here come the Abducts from the Vipers.
He's got to use the Vikings though. He hasn't really been using those to finish off the areas.
Oh, good fungal there. That's actually a great fungal. So many Ravens are caught in that little ball from Dragon, and Catz is going to clean up a lot of Dragon's army there. Meanwhile, Troopy somehow sneaking some Marauders into Dragon's main base, and he doesn't really have a response to those.
And meanwhile, both, again, Droopy and Batman teamed up to clear Dragon's expansion and Batman's natural. Everything is going wrong for Dragon right now.
No.
He's got tons of minerals, but what can he's going to be rebuilding like Hellions and Marines with no
Yeah.
upgrades?
Not so good. The Hellions can be made into Battle Hellions.
The Hellions can get in the way of, I mean, but the Droopy's all Marauders.
Yeah, no, there's Droopy saying, see you, Dragon.
This is Katz's game from this point
Or is
on.
it Droopy's?
Or that's true
He has
because
a lot of Marines and Marauders here.
and Katz has
He
like
lost a lot of units to...
he only has a few Infestors. He needs a lot more Infestors to deal with
Yeah.
But then again, if you leave Dragon alone for too long and he can buy more gas, He's got 6,000 minerals. You know what I mean? That's a lot
No,
of
yeah,
minerals.
that's yeah.
He could even, you know what this game could end at? If Dragon takes over the air, it could end it with him like flying orbital to the corner and slowly picking away people's armies with the Ravens. It could be something crazy like that.
I like it. I mean, but
Oh, Catz and Druby fighting in the middle.
yeah, Marines and Marauders getting funneled there by the Infestors from Catz, but these medevacs,
The blinding clouds are just all over the place.
Oh,
The
yeah,
units
they
can't
are.
even shoot the Ultimates.
pretty cool use of that there from Catz. And Druby's just trying to run away at this point, trying to run away from those binding
Oh,
clouds.
he's going to get up the hill.
And the Vipers are going to start running out of energy. There's more fungals onto the Marines and Marauders, and the medevacs actually get cleaned up by these Corruptors. And now there's like a bit of a peace
But
treaty.
there's nothing to finish off the army.
Yeah, there's nothing to shoot.
They're all in the red, but the Catz has only Queens and Zerglings left.
It's not
Two
gonna work.
Zerglings come in.
Oh,
The Derby's off fighting back. Those two Zerglings are going to kill everything.
yeah, Druby needs to watch that.
Look at those Zerglings go.
They are 3-2.
Oh, finally more medvacs coming.
Oh, nice amount of medevacs there.
So a Dragon is trying to retake this base, kind of, it's Batman's,
Ish,
yeah,
yeah.
Batman's natural.
Natural.
And there's a good amount of gas there left. If he can mine that gas, he's got to get some SCVs over there.
Yeah.
Oh, but if Druby smells this out, Druby's going to try to mine from the middle base.
Yeah.
Druby's out of money though. But he has right now the most dominant army in the middle of the map.
He's a very strong opposition. Just the only thing he has to really worry about is fungals. But even then, he has those medevacs that just completely, heal up those Marines and Marauders.
So if you were Dragon, what units would you make right now?
I don't even know.
Cloak Banshees?
Something that is AoE.
Well, no, but Druby has so many scans.
Tanks?
Yeah,
I guess.
Unless he have any factories left. He has one factory, so he's gonna make tanks. Yeah, he's making tanks one time. I don't think it's worth it building more factories, just because the cost in
I
gas
agree.
is.
You'd rather just bide your time,
Yeah.
because there's not that many resources left on the map. Like, you're not going to be scared of Druby getting, well, he could just mule this middle.
Yes. That's the problem. Oh, he can put some auto turrets. He can just mass auto turrets,
yeah.
I guess. Auto turrets and the PDDs to deal with the Marauders. That's exactly what he's doing. Only using a few though to disrupt this mining.
We have Catz backing up. There's going to be a bit of a battle here. Vikings being abducted into range of those Corruptors. Nice micro there from Catz. Catz liar.
Catz has a decent army, and he still has some money in the bank.
Yes. Yeah. This could still go either way.
I
Between
almost
Catz,
feel
Druby,
like
and Dragon. Obviously, it's going to be between them three. I
Yes.
think they're the only ones left in the game, actually.
I think Batman hasn't left yet. He's just hiding. Batman's hiding with two Void Rays and a Phoenix at the
he's
bottom.
going to try to do something at the
And
very
maybe
end.
if everyone else like leaves or there's like one Ultranus left.
We saw Morrow try to do this. There's a little scan. No, I'm not sure who that was from. But we saw
unclear.
Morrow attempt this in the 2v2 last week or a couple weeks
Dragon
ago.
is now long distance mining in the middle. Druby's coming in here though. I don't think Dragon has an answer to the army right now. He's got to wait for a lot more siege tanks. Actually, maybe he doesn't. He's got 5.
He has a good amount right now.
He has 5. It's 6. We'll point to actually 7. We'll point
He's got a lot
defense
of money in
drones.
gas. Look at this. He's got a mining base down here. Again, as you said, Batman's natural. Again, these are rich of
Oh,
gases.
he's building a second factory to start producing more and
Yep.
more siege tanks.
I'm
Because
okay
one
with that.
factory's idle though.
Uh-oh, Overlords.
I
from
feel like
Catz.
battle cruisers would be a great thing for him to make right now. I guess more Ravens is good too. Right, Ravens beat everything, don't they?
Yes, as you let us know in the beginning
Yeah,
of the game.
I'm happy. Dragons listened to me, and found a secret stash. Where did Druby? Oh, it was in Sasquatch. Was that Sasquatch's base or?
Oh, of units?
I don't. Oh yeah, it must have been of units because now he has a lot more guys.
Oh.
A lot of Ravens have fallen down. A couple of these.
And this is exactly what...
A couple of units being picked off there.
Hunter Seeker is going on one Marine at a time.
But he lost like 4 Ravens there, so not quite worth it.
And we have...
Druby's after now, but eventually his army will die to these.
nice point. Yeah. There go the tanks going to be sieging up there, cleaning up the Marauders.
I don't know if I like these moves from Druby. It's like, yes, he's going to kill a couple buildings of Dragons.
Yeah.
But Dragon can just rebuild the buildings, and Druby's losing units. This move is great, though.
Yeah, taking
Killing
out
out
this
this base.
expansion is
Very,
huge.
very
But here we go,
important.
Dragon coming forward with this area. But how does he deal with these auto turrets or something? He's going to try to Hunter Seeker Marines and Marauders.
Yeah, every kill counts,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
It's just energy. It'll come back.
Yeah.
I think Dragon should repair. He should just get like 2 SCVs and auto repair to fix up those units. I mean, it's gonna cost him some money, but it's still way cheaper than it is to lose him, right?
All right, looks like Juby's gonna try to land.
Oh, Catz has now made a move on the middle again. Where did he come
his
from?
composition doesn't look too scary though.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Vipers and Corruptors. Could be useful against Dragon. Perhaps pulling units into the Corruptors. Catz is cool.
Because Juby and Dragon literally just teamed up on him.
Well, nobody, like, whoever tries to take the middle, the other 2 players will team up on them, right?
Yeah.
The middle's like a no man's zone. It's the DMZ pretty much over here. Except that Juby seems to, the Mule Hammer is being dropped.
Sick. This is what I wanted to see. Who's gonna do something about it?
They've got to. If they don't, this is so much money
Income tab,
Juby's gonna get.
Mr. Axslav.
Oh, what's income tab show? Oh no, Druby!
Like,
the only other person mining is Catz. Druby's at 10 times his income.
Yeah.
Dragon has got to find a way maybe to slow push with tanks once he has enough. How many tanks does he have?
I mean, if he can get control of the center. How many tanks does he?
Wait, Dragon supply blocked. He's got to do some supply drops.
He's got 7 tanks.
He's supply blocked now. I think Dragon should slow push the middle.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great. If you can control the middle. Then obviously you're.
Look at Batman's Phoenix trying to stay alive in the middle.
He's just trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's a little bit lonely in the bottom, trying to see what's happening. I'm okay with
Druby is just...
Oh, don't lose it!
Oh no, that's his last way to scout. Now he's kind of gotta...
We can scout this one,
Yeah, but those are gonna get... If you lose a Phoenix, what are the odds you can keep a Void Ray alive?
Yeah.
Simmery's gonna straight outrun it.
Vipers can pull it back. Uh-oh. Dragon's starting to mount an offensive here, trying to get the tanks in range. Juby has to be careful coming for the Marines and Marauders. The tank's getting some nice volleys
I like
off.
what Dragon's doing.
I do too. He needs more tanks though.
He's got to leapfrog. Just take your time, leapfrog, keep making
Very
tanks.
gradual. Get control of that center, get a command center in the middle, start mining the gold.
First, stop Druby from mining the gold, because Druby is just mining an insane amount.
Gosh, yeah.
Cannot let him get that economy. Now he's starting to shell the packs down on
Yes,
Druby.
this is so good from Dragon.
Now, where's Dragon's? He's got a fly command center up there. He's got one lifted up over near the top right section. You just got to move that guy over. Oh, he's building a whole new one too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, there's a gas geyser he can mine too, and he needs that gas. He's totally broke on gas.
Oh, there's a fungal onto the Vikings. Ah, and there's the duck. Uh-oh, Ultras. You don't want to send those in just yet.
Oh, the Ultras
Juby
tough.
and
How does that
Catz
not
might
die?
try to go for a sandwich on Dragon here. I'm a little bit worried for him.
He's got to use, well, with PDDs, that can neutralize, actually Druby's army is a lot of Marines now, which is kind of smart because even though Marauders are pretty good against siege tanks, if you get in close, like there's just so many PDDs, you're never going to do anything, right?
Uh-oh. Juby, here he goes. Juby stimming up every single one of his units, trying to come in here, shouting YOLO, but the tanks are doing so much damage to the Marines and Marauders. Ravens and Vikings getting picked off by the Marines as well. Keep in mind, these are
So many Marines!
bios, so many Marines.
Dragon's got to get his Air Force out of there.
I think he might barely have enough. Maybe some auto
those poor
turrets.
tanks.
Look at everything blow up Juby. Just having a great time. Losing all his units, but now, Dragon, I think he has a very
Was that
solid
Druby's
lead.
last stand?
I'm pretty sure
Druby
it
has a
was.
small squad of units.
He still has a good bank, doesn't
He's
he?
still mining. Druby's not much of a tank.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Catz's
It's
turn
Catz's
now.
turn. He's coming in with the Vipers, looking for those tanks, trying to do the binding clouds, fungling the Vikings and the Ravens here from Dragon, but will it be enough? Every single player losing their
think
last remaining
Dragon's got
units.
it.
I think Dragon may have it
Dragon's got
indeed.
it.
The auto turrets, the siege tanks might be way too much.
The Thors, too, really provided a good punch there. Oh, but the Queens just killed like 5 Vikings up there at the top. But they got to retreat from the auto turrets. What is going on here?
Juby coming
in with some more units from the left.
Blow after blow onto Dragon's army. Dragon desperately trying to stay alive.
Dragon still has 5. Oh,
Scan.
oh,
That's awkward.
oh, there's Ravens though.
No.
Yeah, there's Ravens.
No, run. Fungal? Oh, that's a good fungal. It's going to kill about 4 Ravens.
The armor on Infestors means his auto turrets don't do actually that much damage to him.
Yeah.
I was sure that Infestor would die. I forgot. This is 3 armor Infestors.
Oh no!
Dragon's slow losing a planetary fortress to the two Voiders at Batman. It's a 3-on-1.
Look at this. Juby has his last remaining squadron. All the SCVs are pulled. 3 Marines and Marauders. Will that be enough to clean up Dragon? Now he shouldn't be saying all in because then Dragon will start being prepared for that. But look at this. Catz coming for it as well with his drone squeeze. He should have tried to sync it up with Juby's attack. Juby's going to scan and see what's going on. And will this be his time? Yes, he's going to sim forward with the Marines and Marauders, trying to soak up the tank damage with the SCVs. Druby might have to pull his SCVs to help make this work too. Just going to repair the Planetary Fortress, and Dragon should have enough. He's going to clean up everything, and I think Dragon's done it. I think Dragon's done it.
I mean, Druby's out. The only person left is Batman with his 2 Void Rays that still survived. Able to escape from Dragon's Air Force for a bit there.
Don't hate on my map, Druby. All right. So we got 2 Void Rays from the Batman.
So who has anything? Druby just left because he has nothing. Yeah, it's 2 Void Rays. Once
Void
they
Rays
die, it's
change
going to be
anything?
over. No. Well, they're going to kill the 1 Viking. There it goes. Oh, missile turret there.
There it
More
is.
auto turrets. There
Dragon
it is. It's over.
is the champion of the world.
With Ravens, man.
Dragon victory! So sick.
That was a fun game.
That was a lot of fun. Let's do it again.
I'm down. That was.
Do we have time?
I hope more people are going to learn. Yeah, we have time. I hope more people are going to learn that if you make Ravens, you're going to win in a late game. And in free-for-all, you're always going to get to a super late game.
Yeah, that's good. And like, I like how Dragon kind of played the map early with the tanks.
He did.
And I'm wondering how players will adjust based on that strategy. Because I think there are things you can do.
I think a few BCs with Emotas could help out as well.
Well, that's much later in the game.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying along with the Raven fight.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I think that would have been great.
Yeah, maybe a few
Dragon
less
already
Ravens,
won
a few
anyway
more
with just
PCs.
Ravens. Like,
Yeah.
he did fine. But yeah, congratulations to Dragon there for taking the first win. And we're going to do it again, guys. If you want a chance at participating, join channel MLG, because I'm sure maybe a couple of these pros may want to sit out. I don't know. Perhaps. And maybe you can play with them. We'll see what happens, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with more King of the Hill exhibition action here at MLG.